guys, so today I wanted to do February favorites for you, and I'm just going to be talking about some products that I've really been enjoying this month or the last couple months, and hopefully you guys like them too or want to try them, and if you do, then just let me know in the comments what you think of them, and I'll try to reply back to you. The first thing I want to talk about is this Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay. This stuff is like the most amazing mask I've ever tried, and I just got it like a month ago. I've used it like 4 times because it's kind of intense, so you can't use it too often. But I've used it like 4 times and I've already seen like huge improvement in my skin. So basically what it does is it's calcium bentonite clay, and you put it on, you mix it with apple cider vinegar and water, or just one or the other kind of thing. And it just like sucks like every little bit of dirt out of your face, and it also helps with like blackheads, and it's really good for breakouts. When you get a breakout, it definitely like helps it like settle down and stuff. So I would definitely recommend this. You don't have to have problematic skin to use this. It's just really good for a deep cleaning thing. Like if you do it once a week or once every couple weeks, just to make sure that nothing's getting clogged up in there. You can order it from Amazon or things like that. So if you live in Canada and you don't find it in the store, you could probably just order it, and it's really cheap. It shouldn't be too much. So then I just have the Naked Flushed palette, and it's a blush, highlight, and bronzer palette. I have it in Naked, and it just looks like this. So it gives you a bronzer, a highlight, and a blush, and I love all 3 of them. I'm wearing all of them today on my face. I have on the highlight and the blush and the bronzer, and I use the bronzer just to kind of give my whole face a glow. There's the bronzer like right here, so it's got a nice color to it, and then the blush looks like that. It's very subtle but also really pretty, and it looks like that right here. And then the highlight is pretty subtle, but I think it's better for the day, 'cause I find that the other highlighters I use can be a little bit too much for the day, and it looks a little bit like cakey or, you know, too glittery, and it's just like people might just be like, oh, that's a lot. So this one is really subtle. I really like that about it, and it just looks like that. See on my ring finger, it's just very subtle, nice glow, and very natural for the daytime. It's great. And this is about $36 I think in Canada, so it's very well priced, and you get quite a bit of product in there, and 3 different kinds of products, and they're all beautiful. So I definitely would recommend that if you're looking for kind of like a face palette. Then I want to talk about the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbon palette. I just got this pretty recently, and funny story, I actually hated it at first, but then I discovered these matte eyeshadows that it had, because I've been recently into mattes, and thanks to this palette actually. But I love to use Almond Truffle, Cashew, Chew, and Bordeaux. I'll show you them. So this is Almond Truffle, and then that's Cashew Chew, and then that one right there is Bordeaux, and it's kind of like a burgundy brown color, and it's very pretty. I like to put that one in my crease, and the other 2 more so just like transition colors or like lid colors, and they're really pretty. I have them on today, and they're very natural looking, and it's just a really nice, warm, like pretty colors. And they also have some sparkly shadows in here too. Like they have this one that's called Satin Sheets. It reminds me of the Silk Teddy from the Neutral Eye palette, and they have this other one called Molasses Chip, and it reminds me of the Push Up from the Neutral Eye palette. So if you like that palette and you're looking for a new one, I would definitely recommend this one. Next I want to talk about this Marc Jacobs contour palette. It's called the Light Filtering Contour Powder, #Instamarc, and I have mine in Dream Filter. So it just opens up and it looks like this, and it's a highlight and contour palette thing. So one thing I want to say right from the start is that I would not recommend using this to set your under eye. It is a matte palette, by the way. I would not recommend setting your under eye with this because it creases really badly, and other than that it's great, but I just wouldn't do it right away. What I like to do is take my Laura Mercier translucent powder and just set my under eye with that, and because it doesn't really give much of a brightening effect, I like to put this over top, and that gives it more of a brighter look. So I think that's a better strategy than just directly setting with this. But the best thing about this palette is the contour powder. It's very, very cool tone. It's not too much, but it's a lot more cool than the Hoola powder, which I usually use for contouring, until I got this. I just noticed this looks a lot more natural and it's a lot easier to work with as you're doing it. You're thinking, okay, I can add more, whereas the Hoola one, I feel like I always go overboard and it looks a little bit orangey, kind of cakey. The line doesn't blend as nicely. So I definitely like this a lot better than that. So in the topic of contouring, I want to talk about the NARS Ita brush. This is a very expensive brush, so if you're not willing to spend money on it, then don't even bother looking at it, because you're going to fall in love with it and then you're going to buy it and you're going to be like, oh no. But anyway, it's a very good brush, and there's also one by Real Techniques, a contouring brush, and I would definitely recommend that one. It's a cheaper one and it's very good too. So that's a good one to keep in mind. But this one is just really nice because it's very thin and it's easy to carve out a line. So when you're contouring and you just want to take a little bit of product and then you want to make sure you have like a good line, not just kind of sloppy, you can just put it like here and make a line from the top of your ear down to the corner of your mouth, but don't go all the way down, obviously. But you just carve it out like this, and then what I do to blend it is I turn it sideways and just kind of go like that. Instead, because I don't want to have a harsh line there, right? Because that doesn't look nice. So, especially for the daytime, I like using it with the Marc Jacobs one. And yeah, I would definitely recommend this brush if you're willing to spend the money on it. I did mention the Laura Mercier translucent powder earlier. Just wanted to quickly talk about that. It's very good for setting the face if you're oily. I'm not actually a very oily person, but I noticed that when I do sweat or go even to play sports, this really helps me stay like matted down kind of thing. Even though I like a dewy look, it makes sure that my oil doesn't come out. So I love this powder, and it's just very nice. It feels nice in the face. It looks nice. So I definitely would recommend this powder, and it doesn't have any flashback too, so that's good about it. Okay, so on to my favorite product of the month. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation Stick. I pretty much didn't really hear that much about this stick. There was a few YouTubers that used it, and I went to Sephora and I thought, this is kind of cool. Like, you just put the stick on your face, it looks like this, and you just put it on your face like boop, 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 and it just, you know, you just blend it out with a brush really quick. It's really easy. You don't have to get stuff on your hand. It's just really nice and convenient. And it's just a great product. It's like, I've never used a foundation this good before. This is what I've been looking for in a foundation. The coverage is just great, and it's just really easy. And what I've noticed though, if you are drier, that it's very helpful to spray on some Fix Plus onto your face or onto your brush when you're blending it. It will help a lot more to make it easier to blend, because it is a little bit of a thick consistency. So if your skin's like tight like mine, I find that it's easier to blend it with Fix Plus. So I definitely would recommend doing that. Then I wanted to talk about the famous Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop highlighter. I love to use this when I'm going out more so than in the day, because it's pretty pigmented, and I find that it's like very like wow, pop, like champagne pop. So I love using this when I'm going out. It's just the prettiest color. I'll do a little swatch for you. Looks like that. I'll put it on my hand. So it's just right there. Very pretty. Golden, like champagne-y color. It's just super pigmented. I love it. I use it pretty much every single night, like every time I'm going out for like dinner or to a friend's or anything in the nighttime. I always lean towards this highlighter, and it is, I think, limited edition, so if you want to get this, I would suggest getting it as soon as possible before it's gone, because I'd be really sad. So I was talking about my foundation and how I like to use a brush when I'm using that stick. The brush I like to use is the Morphe G6 foundation brush, and I think it's called the Flat Buffer, and it's just a really nice and dense brush, and the bristles aren't too long, so it doesn't really suck up the product. It just goes right on your face. As you can see, it's not that dirty, and I use it all the time, so you know that means that it doesn't suck up too much product, which is super nice because I hate when that happens, right? And I definitely would recommend Morphe brushes. They're very inexpensive and just great quality, and once I get more Morphe brushes, I'm going to want to do a video on them because they're just, you know, very good. So definitely look into them if you haven't heard of it before. And yeah, and I quickly just wanted to give a shout to this Benefit What's Up. This is actually just the little mini. This is a great like cream liquidy highlighter. It's more like a cream, but I was using high beam before, and I just honestly hated it. It would always ruin my makeup when I'd go to blend it out. It would just ruin my foundation and just make my face, I didn't like it at all. So when I got a little trial of this for my birthday present or whatever last year, I was kind of like, I'm probably not gonna like it. So I just waited. I never used it, and then recently I was like, I should try this again because it's just sitting here and it's pretty. Like, it has a nice color to it. Like, it's right there. So what I like to do is put it on before my other highlighter, whatever I'm using, and it just makes the other highlight pop even more. But I also do sometimes during the day, like today, I might just wear this on its own because it's very pretty and natural, and it's just a really nice highlight. I really like this. And yeah, last I just wanted to talk about a couple lipsticks. So the one I'm wearing right now is a MAC lipstick called Spirit, and it's more of a dark one. So I'll just show you guys. It's kind of a more of a brown tinted one. It looks like this. And yeah, it's pretty dark, but it's winter right now, so I feel like I can pull off a little more of a darker lip, but maybe not the best for summer. But it's very pretty and I love it. I've been using it for a while now, and yeah, I definitely like this lipstick. And if you're into like brownish lipsticks, I would recommend this one. And the other one I'm going to talk about is actually pretty similar. It's a lot lighter, but it has similar like tone to it. And it's a Rimmel lipstick. It's the Cake collection, and it's in 14. And it looks like this. So also kind of like a nudie brown color. It's just a lot lighter than the other one, but they kind of remind me of each other when they're on. So this one is the Rimmel one right here. And it's very pretty, and I find that it has pretty much exact same staying power as MAC. And, you know, finish pretty much looks the same. Just depends. I kind of rotate between if I want a lighter or darker lip. So definitely been loving both of these lipsticks for winter. Okay, so that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. If you guys have any requests, like if you want me to do my makeup from today, a tutorial. Okay, so that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. If you guys want me to do any videos, just let me know in the comments. If you want a makeup tutorial on my look today, just my everyday look, then let me know. Or any other videos, just give me a shout and I will try my best to do those ones. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Okay, so that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. If you guys want me to do any videos, just let me know in the comments. If you want a makeup tutorial on my look today, just my everyday look, then let me know. Or any other videos, just give me a shout and I will try my best to do those ones. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.